Welcome back to another video. So in this video, this is a quick video. I just had this thought on my mind, right? I had this feeling on my mind. Okay, one of my pet peeves currently is that I hate when people make videos talking about you want the grid to go down, but are you ready? My response and reaction to that is it doesn't matter if I'm ready or not. It doesn't matter if people are ready for a grid down. We have to be ready because we were not even ready when the beast and his bloodline conquered us. We were not ready when they bombarded us with such an attack to where we're still living through the byproduct of what took place when they first came. We weren't ready for none of that. We gotta be ready even if there is a grid down. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if I have any type of skill to survive. I'm gonna have to be forced to learn that skill because I've never lived a life outside of slavery. I never none of us have gotten to live a life without having to depend on the beast, on the enemy that has caused us to live the way we are living. I'm not even supposed to be looking at what's in front of me on this camera right now. I'm supposed to be looking at green grass right now. But this is the result of being conquered, and y'all refuse to accept that reality. I was driving yesterday on my way to work, and I was looking at the cement, and I'm looking at all of this plant life growing through the cement, and I was thinking like, man, we're so programmed to a point where they have us making quotes and comments that flowers grow through the concrete and stuff like that. Concrete and all of this other stuff, the concrete, cement, blocks, buildings, none of this stuff even is supposed to exist. We shouldn't be trying to grow through a, cracks in the concrete and stuff like that. We're just supposed to be growing, but we're so oblivious to the fact that we've been conquered. We were designed to grow. We were not designed to go through unnecessary stress, such as having to force our way through this corporate jungle. You see what I'm saying? In other words, like, I shouldn't have to work harder when God created life to be easy. The beast made it hard. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, hopefully y'all understand what I'm saying. If you don't, I'm sorry. Another thing, like, I have to finish watching Avatar 3. That's a good movie. I haven't even gotten like 25 minutes in that movie, and that movie is already a 10 out of 10. Go watch Avatar 3. It's about Jake Sully, the so-called white man, the so-called Asian man, mixing their bloodline genetics with the blue woman, aka black woman, and now war is ensue against the blue people, period. Does this mean I'm racist? No, that doesn't mean I'm racist. I'm just identifying what's going on and what took place. Jake Sully brought war to the blue people, to the blue people's planet, and therefore we are in a continuous war, and we refuse to realize that. That's what this is about. It's about It's about inorganic species versus purebred species. That's all it's about. And we are supposed to separate. God designed it that way. If God had designed us to be together, God would have made it that way day one. We wouldn't have to find each other. We wouldn't have to be forced to mix with each other. We would just be mixed if God wanted it that way. So call it what you want. Um, that's just the truth, whether you want to accept that or not. Um, so yeah, Avatar 3. That's a fire movie. I gotta finish watching it. Um, and I'm so anxious when I'm watching movies like that to a point where I gotta pause because they be revealing so much truth that I have to pause in between the movie. You see what I'm saying? Like to take it in. Like they really just putting it all out there and we still don't see it. Jake Sully was literally looking for guns so they can fight back against the beast, the red sky people, when the blue people, the water people, which are just another region of the planet full of black people, they literally said that they didn't need no guns. Earth had their backs. And Jake Sully's response, aka the white man, his response was, "Where was Earth when they got attacked? If you had never snuck in to the blue people's way of life, the war wouldn't have started." You see what I'm saying? He done bought war and now he trying to stop it. See, that's what it's about. You should never started it because a war didn't have to take place. You bought it upon us. Now don't act like you trying to stop it now. You shouldn't have bought it. You see what I'm saying? So it's their fault. And now it's our fault because we don't realize it and we won't fight against it. Blue people. So, they trying to use guns and like Jay Sully said, he said you can't bring a knife to a gunfight. See, those people, those blue people, black people as a whole, they had sticks, spears, and staffs and stuff like that. They cannot win a war against guns, and that's the problem. That's how they beat us. They created guns, bombs, grenades, chemical warfare, all these type of things that are foreign to Earth. Basically just reverse engineered weapons that Earth has naturally. They created a metallic version of that and weaponized it and used it against us. A blue person with a bow and arrow cannot beat a red person or a yellow person with an AR-15. Therefore, the blue people automatically lose by default. You see what I'm saying? So that's what the war is about. It's a continuous war about pure bred species, bloodline genetics, as well as spiritual, versus inorganic hybrids, aka interracial people. That's what Avatar is all about. And it's a real life thing. That's what we're at war with. So yeah, Avatar 3 just proves that the Matrix continues, the program continues, the sleep, the slumber continues because we refuse to wake up as blue people to realize who is the real enemy. So that's all I have for this video. All I can do is just recommend y'all go watch Avatar 3 for yourself. I'm gonna try to finish watching that movie today or tomorrow. So yeah, I definitely love that movie. I'm glad that they're putting out the obvious in that movie. So that's all I have. So yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't, to go back to what I was saying, it doesn't matter if I'm ready or not. I have to be ready. because I've never experienced a life without playing this game of Monopoly. None of us have. So we're all gonna have to be forced to be ready. So let the games begin. But the games are not gonna begin because we won't shut this Monopoly board down. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. Appreciate y'all for listening to this video, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.